Hey, how's it going? And welcome back to RaeVibes. Introducing the science behind intermittent fasting. Today, we're exploring a topic that has taken the health world by storm, intermittent fasting. Whether you've heard about it from a friend, read it in a health magazine, or stumbled upon it during a late-night YouTube binge, intermittent fasting has become a buzzword. But what's the science behind it? Is it just another diet fad, or is there something more substantial here? Let's break it down. Intermittent fasting is not about what you eat, but when you eat. It's an eating pattern that cycles between periods of fasting and eating. While it may seem like a new trend, fasting has been a practice for thousands of years, often for religious, cultural, or health reasons. The main idea is to give your body a break from constant digestion, allowing it to focus on other processes like repair and maintenance. There are several popular methods of intermittent fasting. The 16-8 method. Also known as the Lean Gains Protocol, this method involves skipping breakfast and restricting your daily eating period to 8 hours, such as 12 p.m. to 8 p.m. Then you fast for 16 hours in between. The 5-2 diet. With this approach, you eat normally for 5 days of the week, but on the other 2 days, you limit your calorie intake to about 500 to 600 calories. Eat, stop, eat. This method involves fasting for 24 hours once or twice a week. For example, you might eat dinner at 7 p.m. and not eat again until 7 p.m. the next day. The warrior diet. This involves eating small amounts of raw fruits and vegetables during the day and having one large meal at night, effectively fasting for 20 hours every day. When you eat, your body spends several hours processing and digesting food. During this time, insulin levels rise to help process glucose from the food, storing it in cells for energy. When you fast, insulin levels drop, and your body begins to burn stored fat for energy. This process has several beneficial effects on your body. Cellular repair. Fasting triggers autophagy, a process where your cells break down and remove old, dysfunctional proteins and other waste products. This helps in cellular repair and maintenance, potentially reducing the risk of diseases like cancer and Alzheimer's. Gene expression. Fasting influences gene expression, which can promote longevity and protect against disease. Studies have shown that intermittent fasting can increase the expression of genes related to longevity and reduce the expression of genes related to inflammation. Insulin sensitivity. By lowering insulin levels, intermittent fasting can improve insulin sensitivity, which is crucial for preventing type 2 diabetes. Some studies suggest that intermittent fasting may reduce blood sugar levels by up to 6%, while fasting insulin levels may drop by 20 to 31%. Weight loss. Fasting can increase your metabolic rate by 3.6 to 14%, helping you burn more calories. Combined with reduced calorie intake during eating periods, intermittent fasting can lead to significant weight loss, particularly belly fat. Brain health. Intermittent fasting may boost brain function by increasing the production of brain-derived neurotrophic factor, BDNF, a protein that supports neuron growth and connectivity. Additionally, the reduction in oxidative stress and inflammation can protect against neurodegenerative diseases. Hormonal changes. During fasting, levels of norepinephrine, noradrenaline increase, which can enhance fat burning. Human growth hormone HGH levels also rise, which aids in fat loss and muscle gain. There's a growing body of research supporting the benefits of intermittent fasting. For example, a study published in the journal Obesity found that intermittent fasting resulted in greater weight loss and fat loss compared to regular calorie restriction. Another study published in Cell Metabolism showed that intermittent fasting improved glucose regulation, blood pressure, and heart rate in participants. Moreover, research in animals has shown that intermittent fasting can extend lifespan, improve memory and cognitive function, and reduce the incidence of diseases like cancer. However, it's important to note that while the results in animal studies are promising, more long-term human studies are needed to fully understand the benefits and risks of intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting isn't a one-size-fits-all solution, and it may not be suitable for everyone. Here are some potential downsides. Hunger and cravings. One of the most common challenges is dealing with hunger, especially during the initial stages. Your body needs time to adapt to the new eating schedule, and during this period, you may experience intense hunger and cravings. Overeating. Some people may overeat during the eating window. thinking they can consume whatever they want because they've been fasting. This can lead to weight gain rather than weight loss. Disordered eating. For individuals with a history of eating disorders, intermittent fasting may trigger unhealthy behaviors, such as binge eating or restrictive eating patterns. Nutrient deficiency. If not done correctly, intermittent fasting could lead to nutrient deficiencies. It's essential to focus on nutrient-dense foods during your eating window to ensure you're getting all the vitamins and minerals your body needs. Hormonal imbalances. Some studies suggest that intermittent fasting can lead to hormonal imbalances, particularly in women. It may affect menstrual cycles and fertility, so women should approach intermittent fasting with caution and consult a healthcare provider if they experience any changes. As someone who has dabbled in various health trends, I find intermittent fasting intriguing, mainly because it's more about adjusting your eating pattern rather than restricting specific foods. Personally, I've tried the 16-8 method, and while it wasn't easy at first, let's be real, I missed breakfast terribly. I did notice increased energy levels and a better focus during the day. Your body will get used to it at some point. Plus, it's kind of liberating not to be constantly thinking about food. However, I also believe that it's essential to listen to your body. If you're constantly hungry, irritable, or fatigued, intermittent fasting may not be the best fit for you. One common question is whether you should exercise while fasting. The answer depends on your goals and how your body responds to fasting. Some people find that working out in a fasted state, particularly cardio, can help burn more fat. This is because your body taps into fat stores for energy when glycogen levels are low. On the other hand, if your goal is to build muscle, you might benefit from eating before or after your workout to provide your muscles with the necessary nutrients for growth and recovery. It's essential to experiment and see what works best for you. And remember, it's okay to modify your fasting schedule based on your activity level. After all, no one said you have to run a marathon on an empty stomach, unless you're into that sort of thing, in which case, more power to you. There are several misconceptions about intermittent fasting that are worth addressing. Myth 1. Fasting will cause you to lose muscle. I have no idea who made this myth, but some people worry that fasting will lead to muscle loss. However, studies show that intermittent fasting can preserve muscle mass while promoting fat loss, particularly when combined with resistance training. Myth 2. Fasting slows down your metabolism. On the contrary, intermittent fasting can boost your metabolic rate by increasing norepinephrine levels. This helps you burn more calories even at rest. Myth 3. You can eat whatever you want during the eating window. While intermittent fasting allows flexibility in your eating schedule, it's not a free pass to eat junk food. To reap the benefits, focus on whole, nutrient-dense foods. If you're interested in trying intermittent fasting, here are some tips to help you get started. Start slow. If the idea of fasting for 16 hours sounds daunting, start with a shorter fasting period, such as 12 hours, and gradually increase the duration as your body adjusts. Stay hydrated. Drink plenty of water during fasting periods to stay hydrated. Herbal teas and black coffee are also good options, but avoid anything with added sugar or cream. Eat nutrient-dense foods. Focus on whole foods like fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and healthy fats during your eating window to ensure you're getting all the nutrients your body needs. Listen to your body. Pay attention to how your body feels. If you experience extreme hunger, dizziness, or fatigue, it might be a sign to shorten your fasting period or switch to a different method. Be consistent. Like any lifestyle change, consistency is key. Stick with it for a few weeks to see how your body responds before deciding if it's right for you. Intermittent fasting is more than just a passing trend. It's a scientifically backed approach to eating that can offer numerous health benefits, from weight loss to improved brain function. However, it's not a magic bullet, and like any lifestyle change, it comes with its own set of challenges and considerations. Whether it's right for you depends on your individual goals, health status, and personal preferences. While short-term studies have shown promising results, the long-term effects of intermittent fasting are still being studied. Some researchers are concerned that prolonged fasting might lead to potential risks, such as nutrient deficiencies, especially if the diet isn't well balanced during eating periods. Additionally, for individuals with pre-existing health conditions or those who are pregnant, intermittent fasting may not be advisable without medical supervision. On the flip side, ongoing research is exploring the potential of intermittent fasting to not only prevent but also treat chronic diseases. There is growing interest in its effects on longevity, with some studies suggesting that it could play a role in extending lifespan. However, these findings are still in the early stages, and more comprehensive, long-term human studies are needed to confirm these effects. Intermittent fasting can be adapted for different age groups, but it's essential to consider the unique needs of each group. Young adults, 20s-30s. This is often the easiest age group to adapt to intermittent fasting, as metabolic rates are generally high, and the body is more resilient. It can be an effective way to manage weight and improve overall health. Middle-aged adults, 40s-50s. At this stage, metabolism begins to slow down, and the body may not respond as well to sudden changes. It's crucial to approach intermittent fasting with caution, ensuring that the diet is nutrient-rich and balanced to prevent muscle loss and support overall health. Seniors 60+. For older adults, maintaining muscle mass and bone density is critical. While intermittent fasting may still offer benefits, it's important to prioritize nutrient-dense meals and possibly reduce the fasting window to ensure adequate nutrition. Interestingly, intermittent fasting isn't a novel concept in many cultures. For instance, Ramadan. In Islamic culture, Ramadan involves fasting from dawn until sunset for a month. This practice mirrors some forms of intermittent fasting and has been associated with various health benefits, including weight loss and improved metabolic markers. Buddhist fasting. Some Buddhist monks practice intermittent fasting by only eating during certain hours of the day, typically before noon. This practice is believed to enhance mindfulness and spiritual growth. Hindu fasting. Many Hindus observe fasting during specific religious festivals, where they abstain from food for extended periods. This fasting is often seen as a way to purify the body and mind. These cultural practices highlight that intermittent fasting isn't just a modern-day health trend, but a time-honored practice that has been embedded in human history. Intermittent fasting can be a powerful tool for improving your health, but it's not for everyone. It requires discipline, consistency, and a willingness to listen to your body's needs. Like I've said, your body will at some point get used to it. I can't even do buffets these days because of it. But if you're considering trying intermittent fasting, it's a good idea to consult with a healthcare professional, especially if you have any underlying health conditions. Remember, the best diet is one that you can sustain in the long term, one that nourishes your body, and one that makes you feel good. Whether you choose intermittent fasting or another eating pattern, the key is to find what works best for you and supports your overall well-being. And hey, if you ever find yourself missing breakfast too much, just remember, you're not alone. After all, there's a reason it's called the most important meal of the day, but who knows? Maybe intermittent fasting will become the new breakfast of champions. Thanks for hopping in, as we explored the science behind intermittent fasting. I hope you found this deep dive into the world of fasting as fascinating as I did. If you enjoyed this content, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more health insights, tips, and wellness trends. And as always, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Have you tried intermittent fasting? How did it work for you? Drop a comment below, and let's keep the conversation going. Until next time, stay healthy, stay vibrant, and as always, see ya!